You have some garlic pheasant for stew. You unlock the door. After some rest, you feel... After some rest, you unlock them. After some rest, you feel better. You're getting tired. You've never seen so many. You've never seen so many ornamental plates. You unlock them. After some rest, you feel better. It doesn't. You unlock the door. After you unlock them. After you unlock them. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
You do not need to go look.
I have been preparing a research report to tell the world about my process for reanimating dead tissue. It is proving very difficult. I must omit no detail, or the more skeptical of my fellows will doubt my results. And yet, if I wait too long, some other scientists may publish first. Why, it is distinctly possible that there are hundreds, even thousands of experimental scientists even now animating their own corpses and trying to publish their results before mine. Then again, maybe there aren't. Science is the basis of living an informed life. With it, we have all the benefits of technology, from such simple things as my... I have your rehydration solution all ready. I will be... Perhaps I should keep the results of the Frankie experiment to myself. I am not sure if the world is quite ready for infinitely agreeable artificial women. I shall need to explore the situation much more closely to be certain.
The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular. You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy bloom.
Ah, it is truly a beautiful day for science, is it not, my young friend? The sun has risen right on schedule and will undoubtedly set according to the proper laws of celestial mechanics. Science is the basis of living in it. I have your rehydration solution all ready. That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments. As I promised, here is your rehydration solution. You should certainly take the opportunity to study some of the amazing flora and fauna in this area. The science of genetics is still young, but I have managed to achieve results unheard of elsewhere.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry. Nobody ever listened to Igor. But
You push the dark one side. These bizarre creatures are only... That didn't do anything. You've seen some pretty ridiculous... It's a six-tentacled otter. This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a big...
Very wet, Bi. Very wet and very alive. Glad am I to be alive. Happy thanks I give you. Careful you should be here. Dangerous berry it is. Feed the guard or destroy it to find the secret passage down.
Retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react. You think you've done about as much step?
You are always on the go, my friend. Take care.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic. You unlock up. 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 After some rest, after some rest. after some... You unlock... You get a fine meal of roast lamb garnished with red cabbage. You unlock... You're getting tired. You see that the domovoi is here again.
Oh, happy am I. You help me. I help. I help you help others. You be plenty big hero here. Many hero things to do, Bad place domovoi all better now. Bad place domovoi now live in Burgomeister's place. Maybe good luck to Burgomeister. You help me, then I help you. You want be big hero? You want make many people happy? You want make friends and influence people? First, to be plenty good hero, need to be very powerful. If not very skilled, you die. If not very smart, you die. Oh, no more hero. Domovoi tells story. Yuri and Bela have daughter Tanya. Lovely daughter, laughing daughter. One day, Tanya taken away, all because of doll. Tanya, sweet child. Tanya like everyone. Then Bela have dream Tanya taken away. Bela very scared. Not let Tanya play outside. Not let Tanya have friends. Tanya gets scared of dark. Tanya many times alone at back of inn in dark. One day, monster come. Big monster. Friendly monster. He visit Tanya's window. He talk to Tanya. Tanya not afraid of dark. Tanya now have monster friend. One night, Tanya very unhappy, so monster take Tanya away. Monster want to make Tanya happy. Now Tanya gone to castle. No one see Tanya leave. No one see Tanya go. No one but Domovoi. Domovoi tried to stop Tanya, but too late. Tanya already outside with monster. No tell Bela, no tell Yuri. Very bad thing. Tanya need hero. Not dead parents. Only brave, powerful hero save Tanya. One night, Tanya get beautiful doll. Tanya not have doll before. Tanya love doll very much. Bela very scared. Where doll come from? Yuri very scared. Give doll to Tanya. Take doll away. Make Tanya very sad. Bela hide doll in cabinet. You take doll. Tanya love doll. Maybe you help Tanya, No talk Bela. No show Bela doll. Make Bela very scared. Make Bela very unhappy. You take doll. You take doll to Tanya someday, Someday you very powerful hero. You take dog to Tanya.
You unlock the door to your room and... Your sleep is interrupted around midnight. You awaken as the sun begins to rise, but you feel as though you haven't slept at all. You can hear weeping from somewhere below your room. As you enter the hallway, you hear someone faintly crying downstairs. The crying is coming from the door below the stairs. That's the innkeeper's room. That didn't... The cries are coming from behind this door. You can hear the voices of the innkeeper and his wife.
You must accept it, Bella. Tanya is dead. You will never see her again.
No, I cannot believe it. She can't be. I know she's alive. I know she will come back to us.
Crying will not bring her back to us. This is foolish. Just go to sleep.
How can I sleep when my baby is not safe? She is at the castle. I know she must be.
Then she must be dead. Bella, there is nothing we can do.
The cries fade off to quiet sobs. You You awaken the... It's a typical country breakfast. Fried...
One thing you can say about Mordavia is that it is never dull. Be careful out there.
You turn the large skeleton key in the crypt door. With a sound like the groaning of an undead spirit, the massive door yawns wide open. You are in a dark, dank crypt, filled with bas-relief figures of long-departed knights and statues of the Grim Reaper. Stairs lead back up to the entrance. A brightly colored copy of the Borgov crest adorns part of the floor. Spelling out the name Borgov in colors has caused a secret compartment to open in the crest. Inside is a small key which you add to your keyring. The coffin cover is decorated with a bas-relief sculpture of a knight. Searching carefully, you see a small hole that looks like a keyhole in the sculpture. The small key from the crest opens a lock in the relief. You open the coffin lid to reveal a dark passageway leading deep into the mountainside. After following the dark passage for several minutes, you come out into a castle chamber. The bookcase closes behind you, and there is no obvious way to open it again. Hinges squeak in protest as you open the door. Door hinges. Straighten out the crest. The bookshelf opens, revealing a secret passage. Door hinges. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest. After some rest. After some. After. Up. Up. After some.
He came to visit while I was sleeping? Did you ask him what he wanted? Well then, ask him now. What is that? Toby, let him in. Toby, he has our dolly. Vanna, I thought I lost you. Look, Toby, it's Vanna. Thank you for bringing her to me. I thought she was lost. Where did you find her? Toby gave her to me. Mommy didn't like her. She kept trying to make me tell where I got Vanna from. Mommy wouldn't let me play with her. I was afraid Mommy wouldn't let me play with Toby anymore. Toby was my only friend. I didn't want my Mommy to make Toby go away. I told Toby all about it, and Toby brought me here to Aunt Trina. She never takes my toys or friends away. Never. Mommy and I worked hard all the time to keep the inn nice and clean. And then my Mommy, she never had time to play or sing anymore. And when it got night, she made me go to bed all by myself in the dark. It was really scary. I was afraid the bad things would get me. But nobody heard me when I cried. When I went out to the inn, Daddy would yell at me to get back to bed. I was scared. Daddy wouldn't let me have a candle or anything. He said it would bring the bad things. I didn't like the dark. But then, Toby came to my window at night. He would hold me, and he'd talk to me, and he would tell me it would keep the bad things away from me all night. And I didn't have to be scared again, because I had Toby. When my Mommy took my doll away, I was afraid she'd make Toby go away too, so I went away with Toby. Now I'm not afraid of the dark. I like the night. Aunt Trina says the bad things will never get me now, and I have Toby to take care of me. But sometimes, I still miss my Mommy. My daddy used to be happy. He would take me out walking around and talking to everyone in town, and the inn was always busy with new people to talk to, and I could stay up and dance while my Mommy sang for people. Then the rains came, and then people didn't come to the inn anymore, and Daddy said that there were too many bad things. He wouldn't take me walking anymore. He made me go to bed when it got dark, and he said the bad things would try to get me. I can't go home again. And Aunt Trina says that this is my home now. She says that my Mommy and Daddy will think I'm a bad thing now, and that they won't love me anymore. Toby says this is my home now, and he loves me very much. I wish my Mommy and Daddy didn't think I was a bad thing. Then maybe Toby and I could visit them.
You tell her about the inn and how sad it is without her.
If I went back to the inn, I'd never be afraid of the dark again. Toby says that everyone would be afraid of me now. I don't want them to be afraid of me.
You tell Tanya how her mummy misses her.
I miss my mommy too. Sometimes I want to cry, but I can't anymore. I just feel sad.
You tell about Irana's staff and how it can make Tanya back into a real little girl again.
I like the staff. It always made such pretty flowers in town. You say it will make me all better and I won't be a bad thing anymore?
You nod your head.
Oh, Toby, I can see my mommy and daddy again. Toby asks, what else will the staff do?
You try to explain about sacrifice.
Toby says he understands. He says you should take us to the staff now, so I can be with my mommy and daddy again. Oh, it feels weird here. Kinda happy. Icky. I'm scared. I know you'll protect me, Toby, but who will protect you? Okay, Toby. I'll protect you.
A weird voice sounds in your mind.
Death and life are now before me. That for which I am destined awaits me. The sacrifice of life for love. Your love for the child is great.
You see Toby silently nod his head.
Will you trade your life to give life to the child? Will you die willingly for the one you love?
No, Toby, no!
So shall the sacrifice be done. So is the sacrifice complete. I am again the staff of Irana.
I'm so sorry, Toby. I didn't protect you too good, did I? I love you too, Toby.
You take the sobbing child in your arms and carry her to the inn. You awaken her parents and are overwhelmed by their gratitude and joy. It is long before you manage to escape to the peace of your own room for what is left of the night. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
I must thank you for saving our Tanya. You have brought joy again into our lives. We are in your debt.
You eat your plain but nourishing breakfast. It has more than a bit of garlic added for spice.
I don't know how we can ever thank you enough. It's such a joy to have my little Tanya home again.
You unlock the... After some... After... Up. 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 After some rest. After some rest, you feel better. You have some gut. You've never seen so many.
It is...
The massive gate to this town. You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere. Vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a jewel-studded tiara, 6 gold crowns, 40 kopecks, and a few old bones. You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere. You feel... After some rest, you feel... After some rest... You feel... The wraith vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a diamond-studded brooch, a healing potion, and 15 gold crowns. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you're getting tired. You feel a chill go through you as you enter. You feel a chill go through you as you enter. After some rest, You feel the wraith. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive. You find a suit of plate mail armor, a pearl-encrusted goblet, and 25 gold crowns. You feel a chill. After some rest. After some rest. You feel it. The wraith vanishes into nothingness. The barrow contains treasure that you find a dagger, 38 gold crowns, 75 kopecks, and a few old bones. After some rest. That feels... You feel a chill go through you and... Vanishing. The barrow contains... You find a well-crafted battle axe and 150 gold crowns. The battle axe feels like a superior weapon in your hands. You also find a scroll with mysterious letters that seem to writhe and shift under your gaze. At the top is a stylized heart symbol. A few drops of ink under it remind you of dried blood. You deftly slip You knock loudly on the door. After several minutes, there still has been no response to your knock. You eat your plain but not You unlock them. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. The note says, "Meet me at the castle gates tonight. We have much to talk about. Katrina."
You have brought real joy to Mordavia by bringing Tanya back. When she was stolen, it was as if all the laughter here had been taken as well. You gave us back our happiness. Good day again.
A fine autumn day to be walking. A man who walks everywhere will see much, I always say. I'm afraid I can't.
You decide that it might be better to wait until no one is looking.
Farewell, and may your path lead to your goal.
After some after 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 some rest.
A fine autumn. May the...
How nice of you to come. I'm afraid I accidentally signed the wrong name to your note. It's been ages since we last met. Come here and let me look at you. You have no power against one such as I. Let's play a little game of fox and hound, shall we? I have summoned the hounds of death. Now we shall see whether you've kept up with your running lessons. You fool! Did you really believe you could get away from me? I have you now, and you will pay for my death. It is you that caused me to become a vampire. If you had not killed me, I would never be forced to serve the Dark Master again. You probably blame me for all the problems around here, don't you? You understand nothing. The Dark Master is the cause of all the woe that is here. The Dark Master brought you here against my better judgment. The Dark Master made me what I am now, a Nosferatu, and seeks to do the same to you. But I shall spare you that fate. I will mercifully end your miserable existence. Then the Dark Master and I will call forth eternal darkness, and we will no longer be limited to travel at night. Together, my master and I will create an army of undead, and we will conquer the world. Pity you won't be there to witness this. You cannot stop us now. You will never find your way out of this dungeon, and only a stake through the heart or more magic than you will ever have can stop us. You will die, knowing that you were destroyed by the Dark Master. The sun now rises. I must go to my rest. You too shall rest. I will not allow you the chance to escape your fate, or to use that stake and hammer I torment you with here. Weapons of my destruction so close at hand, and yet so far. Sleep now, great hero. Tomorrow, you die.
You find yourself falling asleep. You wake up from what you thought was a nightmare, only to discover that it's only too real. With some effort, you break the rusty chains. You take the wooden stake and stake its claim in your pack. You pick up the heavy hammer and store it in your pack. You hear the sound of voices on the other side of the door. It's barred on the other side, but you can see and hear the two guards through a peephole in the door.
What's going on in there? The master didn't say nothing about guarding no prisoner. It's the Ataby guy's orders. So what? He gives you something to do. I don't like it. I think Ataby's guy's trying to pull a fast one on the master. She's not gonna like this. You wants to go down there and tell her? No way. Then shut up! Hey, what I don't get is why the Ataby's guy brings the stake down there. Why give a weapon to the enemy, even if you got him chained up? Who knows? Maybe Ada's gonna put a stake through the prisoner's heart. You know, there's a secret passage to the master's room from the dungeon. Yeah? So what? I don't know, but I sure think there's gonna be trouble.
Now that you look closely, there does seem to be something a bit odd about the design of the Iron Maiden. Take a deep breath and step inside. You're in a lady's richly decorated bedroom. The coffin, where there should be a bed, seems a bit out of place. There's no accounting for tastes. You lean over the coffin and gently shake Katrina awake. Suddenly you find yourself totally unable to move.
You! What are you? How dare you! Try to kill me, will you? How dare you! You break into my home, steal away my child, kill my servant Toby, and then return to kill me? After I befriended you and helped you, some hero you are. I should leave you here to rot. I should let the rats gnaw your bones while you hang there. Give me one reason, one excuse why I should not leave you here to die.
You tell her about how Ad Avis brought you here and set you up.
Ad Avis? Yes, that does sound like him. He cannot harm me directly. I am his vampire master after all. Plotting against me and trying to use you are very much his style. But it was not Ad Avis who stole Tanya from me! You broke into my home and took my child away! Why should I show you any mercy?
Try to explain what you're doing in Katrina's bedroom.
Trying to find an exit from the dungeon? Just couldn't pass up a chance to look at the helpless vampire, could you? Funny place to escape at, wasn't it? I have decided that I still have a use for you. Alive. If you help me, you may still manage to leave Mordavia without my mark upon you. I want you to seek out the 5 missing Dark One rituals and return to the castle. Together we will summon the Dark One and bring eternal night to this land. You will help me, won't you? Or must I take more drastic measures to assure your obedience?
You tell Katrina that you'll do anything at all, if she'll just let you go and not rip your throat out.
Very well. But because I can never completely trust you, I will make certain you carry out my bidding. By my will, I guias thee. Thou shalt seek the heart ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the blood ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the breath ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the bone ritual of the Dark One. Thou shalt seek the sense ritual of the Dark One. Return with these rituals ere 3 nights pass, lest ye suffer. Thus is your guess. So go and return with the rituals soon. I would not want you to suffer after all.
It'll take a lot more.
I'm afraid
You decide that it might be... You shiver as the ghost passes through you. A cold chill remains behind. Is it doesn't burn. Is sweet. Door hinges... Door hinges squeak in protest as you open the door. Hinges squeak in protest as you open the door.
Oh, what a good boy you are. You would never do anything to hurt me, would you? Unlike some others I could name. So, you have returned with the rituals. Good. Very good. We will journey at once to the Dark One's cave. Soon, it will be forever night and I shall never be at anyone's mercy again. Ya Avuzel, hear me, great Dark One. Open thy mouth that we may enter. Open thy mouth that will swallow us all. Open thy mouth of darkness, Ya Avuzel.
We will be watching you, so do not even think of trying to betray us.
The last ritual remains with the High Priest. You will need to take it before you begin the other rituals. Please, be careful.
Yes, we would hate for anything unpleasant to happen to you.
Enter now, and good luck.
This is not a good... horror is gross, slimy, and fortunately quite dead. You pick up the book and read it. It is the diary of the last boyar. It seems that the thing in the pit was the last boyar. Being a servant of the Dark One didn't do much for his looks or disposition. On the last page is the thing you have been searching for, the ritual of essence. Now you have all the rituals, and the summoning of the Dark One can begin. The book crumbles into dust in your hands moments after you memorize the final ritual. Put the torch back in the sconce. That didn't do anything useful. That didn't do... That didn't... That didn't... That didn't. The Dark One sign dissolves into the sand, its purpose fulfilled at last. You unroll the scroll containing the bone ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya Avuzul, Dark One, come! I stand among your massive bones. Let your skeleton once more be filled with your presence. The rocks of the cave creak and groan around you, as if forced to bear some massive weight. Ya Avuzul, take shape once more in this place that is your home. Stand again among us. The bones near the altar start to sway and move, as if a massive wind was blowing change through the cavern. Ya Avuzul, Dark One, come. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. Suddenly you realize that the nearest bones have formed into a cage and are closing around you. Bracing yourself, you apply all your strength to the cage bones. The rocks give a terrible shriek, then shatter. You take the torch. You force the sphincter open with your dagger, pass through. You can't reach. You. It. Why? The blood ritual must be used on the altar head. You unroll the scroll containing the blood ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Yeah, a Vuzel, bringer of blood. I bring fresh blood to fill your veins. Following the scroll's instructions, prick your finger and let a few drops of blood drip into the altar bowl. They seem to sizzle and roil within the black bowl. Yeah, a Vuzel! Let this chamber fill with your fiery blood once more. Drops of thick acid liquid begin to form and drip from the altar into the bowl. Yeah, a Vuzel! Bringer of blood! The dark liquid oozes forth from openings throughout the chamber, begins to fill the channels below. The blood hisses and sizzles as it flows. The scroll falls from your hands into the altar bowl, where it is instantly consumed by the acid. A thick, putrescent liquid now oozes and flows through the cave. Looks highly corrosive and in general like something you'd best avoid. This is not a good... This is... This is not... This... You don't... You can't reach them. You don't see it. You don't see... It's too far. It's too... It doesn't. That... You unroll the scroll containing the breath ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to read the ritual. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall come to draw forth your breath in the song of shadows. On the most right horn shall I begin thy song. The shadows of darkness gather. Ya, a woozle, then shall I play on the leftmost of three. The wind shall come forth among the shadows. I shall bring breath again unto thy centre. The wind of darkness blows all before it. Ya, a woozle of the breath of night, I shall sound the final note on high. The shadows of darkness shall rise again. You sense an awakening and a waiting within the altar, as if it is alive and expecting something more. You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you. You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle. You straighten out your jacket. You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle. You take a deep breath, then blow hard into the hollow tentacle. It doesn't. It doesn't. It. It doesn't. It. It. It doesn't. It doesn't. You feel totally numb. Can't see anything, feel anything, hear anything, taste anything, or even smell anything. Is this totally senseless? Wow! Did something just die in here? Your sense of smell has just returned with a vengeance. You kind of wish it hadn't. You hear a loud, almost explosive pounding and something like rushing water. After a moment you realize that you're hearing the sounds of your own heartbeat and of the blood pulsing through your veins. You stand still for a second until the sounds subside to a dull throb. You can hear again. Blinding glare assaults your vision and you nearly fall from the path. It's as if you're staring directly at the sun. After a bit you still see stars. Now at last you can see the cave you're in. Ahead of you lies the altar. You begin to read the sense ritual before the altar. Ya avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. Reach out thy tentacles to feel life again. Let the sense of this world permeate thy smell. Ya avuzel! The sounds of our world are loud in thine ears to do with what thou will. Let the light and shadow of this world enter thy sight. Let thine own shadow of darkness cover the world without the need of light. Ya avuzel! Dark calls unto darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. You hear a crackling noise and see flashes of lightning from the dendrites as the smell of ozone permeates the air. The altar feels strangely warm to your touch, but leaves a deeper chill somewhere within you. This is not a good... You try to catch the stone above the altar with your grapnel, but there's nowhere it can catch. Yet. This is not a good... This... This... You try to... You unroll the scroll containing the heart ritual. The words are visible at last, and you begin to perform the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, master of darkness, your servant stands now before your heart of darkness. Let your heart pulsate again with power and life. You feel a heavy throbbing sensation from your own heart, as if some force is trying to rip it free from your chest. Ya, Avuzel, let the heart of darkness force the black blood through your veins. The pressure on your chest relaxes as the stone heart begins to pulse and throb with unearthly energy. Ya, Avuzel, master of darkness. As you complete the ritual, the scroll turns to dust in your hands. The rumbling noise grows louder as a passage opening appears in the ceiling above the heart altar.
Very good. You have succeeded where many have failed. Begin the final ritual. Soon the darkness will return to this land, and I will never lie helpless in my coffin again. Summon Avuzel and free the shadows of darkness.
Enough talk. Let's get this over with.
I do believe you are jealous. Is that because this hero stopped you from summoning Iblis so long ago? You resent the fact that I triumphed while you failed, don't you?
I only wish to begin your moment of triumph, my dear Dark Master.
Very well. Let the final ritual begin.
You begin to recite the final ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee. Cold chill fills you, and you feel as if your blood was being sucked from your veins. Still you continue. Oh, great Dark One, enter the world of light. You feel as if your feet were slowly and painfully dissolving into the floor as if by acid. Somehow you continue the essence ritual. Oh, shadows of darkness, enter the land of the living. Your arms feel as if they were frozen, locked forever holding this paper. You continue to speak because you have no other choice. Oh, Master of the Forever Night, return to your own body and live again. Your head aches, and it's getting incredibly difficult to concentrate. You can barely intone the last words of the ritual. Ya, Avuzel, we summon thee.
Yes! Yes! The spell is completed, and Avuzel awakens. Darkness will fill the land, and we will never flee the sunshine again. No! How dare you!
Ah, you have just shattered the bonds which bound me. Now we shall see who is the true Dark Master.
I am still a far greater master of magic than you. I am a far more powerful vampire than you. Do you really think your spells can harm me? Guess again.
But dear Katrine, I do not need to cast spells at you to destroy you. I intend only to destroy my enemy, the one you seem so fond of. Care to watch him die?
No! I will not let him die!
The fool! I knew that a Vuzel would be attracted by that spell. Now Katrina will have all the darkness she so desired, and much, much more. Ah, the first part of my vengeance is complete. Now I can enjoy fully watching you die slowly and painfully.
The tendrils you clutch so desperately are starting to slip through your numb fingers. You cannot hold on much longer. Still, there is a fire burning inside you as you realize that Katrina truly cared for you. You know that you must stop other beasts once more and forever, and prevent the Dark One from fully entering this world.
There's no place you can run to, and no place for you to hide. Soon there won't even be a place to stand upon. Getting worried, great hero? Go ahead, throw it. You'll take your one shot, which I shall easily deflect. Then I'll finish with you at my leisure.
Very good. Big... Go ahead. Go ahead.
You tell the ultimate joke about the wizard and the farmer's daughter.
You think to delay your demise by telling stupid jokes? That wasn't even funny.
Despite his protestations, Adavis begins to laugh. In a few moments he's doubled over, still laughing uncontrollably. Now's your chance! A voice forms in the air around you, seemingly coming from your glowing staff. It is time for you to fulfill my final destiny. You must use me to release my mistress from her imprisonment. You touch the staff of Irana to the crystal.
Thank you. You have freed me from my long imprisonment and this land from its own danger. I have driven Avuzel back to its own dimension, and I shall make certain it can never return. The darkness is banished forever from Mordavia because of you. My spirit is released, and I am no longer trapped by the Dark One. Thank you. I can hold this image no longer. Farewell.
2 weeks pass from the final encounter at the Dark One's cave. Your friends and acquaintances in Mordavia hold a party in your honor at Castle Borgo.
So even as we speak, the swamp is drying up. Soon the pass will open, and we may trade with the outside world.
NAFTA, NAFTA, because we have to. We can finally sell our produce to others.
Yeah, we'll export garlic to all parts of the world. Everybody will be stinky.
We can even import an elephant or two, just for old time's sake.
The king has sent word that I shall be the newly appointed boyar. Castle Borgo will again protect and guard Mordavia.
He could not have chosen a worthier person for the role. And I mean that sincerely.
We have gathered here to thank this hero. He has driven away the shadows of darkness from this land. Mordavia will again be the peaceful, beautiful land of our forefathers.
The people fill the room with their cheers.
He returned Tanya to us. For that, we shall be forever grateful.
He proved that dreams can be real if you work to make them so.
He brought me back to my mommy and daddy, and you know what? They weren't even mad at me.
Everyone again gives a cheer of happiness.
Igor be engraved if not for hero friend. Instead of redhead, Igor be deadhead. Little graveyard humor there.
I would have been burned at the stake only because I am a gypsy if this hero had not befriended me.
That's because some people whose names I won't mention, but you know who you are, spread nasty rumors that gypsies were burglars. Not foolish to believe such things.
There are many here who owe their lives and happiness to this hero. In a land with a history of great heroes like Piotr and Irana, he is one of the greatest.
Again, the hall is filled with cheers of excitement. You suddenly hear a familiar pair of voices.
There, that's it. I could believe this crystal ball is finally working. Do you see anything, Fenris?
Yeah, I see him. He's with a bunch of people. Either a reward ceremony or a lynch mob.
What? Let me see. Well, it's a reward ceremony, of course. He's probably done some great deed, as usual.
So now what?
Well, seeing that his his adventure in Mordania is obviously over, we bring him here to Silmaria, of course.
Suppose he doesn't want to come here.
Ah, you forget. He is a hero. Silmaria needs a hero right now. Everyone knows a hero has to go where a hero has to go.
Let's hope he knows that. Just make sure you use the right spell to teleport. The last time you tried this, you brought the clothes and left the person behind.
This time, for sure.
If you have not already done so, we encourage you to play Shadows of Darkness again with the other character types. Many of the puzzles are different or have alternate solutions. In the meantime, you are already a winner. Please insert a writable disk in your floppy drive to save your winning hero for use in later Quest for Glory games. The save character file has been created. Save this disk for use with later Quest for Glory games from Sierra Online. Thank you for playing Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. Congratulations again on winning. We hope to see you again in a future Quest